Fáilte Macordia, welcome. Fáilte or Cordia Gudi or Fela Bealtaine Show. Welcome, dear friends, to our rite of passage of summer called Bealtaine or Bealtaine.
This is a very beautiful Celtic festival, one of 8 in the wheel of the year, and it heralds early summer, a time where the light in the evenings is getting longer, where the plants, the animals, the trees all blossom and bloom, as do we.
Bealtaine, as we'd say here in Ireland, is sometimes called Bealtaine. Ismishi Sean. My name is John Cantwell, co-director of Chroí, the Irish Gaelic for Pathway of the Heart, the name myself and Karen have for our personal and professional life over the last 15 years of honouring the Irish Celtic and pre-Celtic tradition of Indigenous mysticism, healing and spirituality.
Okay, this is Mishy Karen. My name is Dr. Karen Ward, and I'm a counselling psychotherapist as well as walking the Irish Celtic shamanic path, very dear to my heart. And it's a pleasure to be one part of a couple walking this path together and offering to you as much or as little as you wish to take off this mystical, beautiful, beautiful path.
So no matter what tradition you follow, no matter what ethnicity you are, Bealtaine or Bealtaine or nature's beginning of summer is universal. It's open to all. And our promise to you here in this presentation is to bring you a native celebration, a ceremony, a rite of passage, a nature-based ritual that's inclusive. And we wish to bring this to you so that you experience something traditional, something Irish, but universal, of humanity's alignment and oneness with the season's turnings, on this occasion, Bealtaine or Bealtaine, and the coming of summer.
And we feel it's very important that we bring ceremony and ritual into our homes. Many of us had the pleasure of visiting a sacred site, of climbing a mountain, of swimming in a lake, of coming to know the beautiful places in nature that hold strong archetypal energy. But to bring it into our home, to bring this Celtic festival heralding early summer into our homes, is a joy to behold, and we wish to offer you that opportunity.
Bealtaine, as we say here in Ireland, as I said, often known around the world as Bealtaine, actually comes from 2 Irish words. Tinna, meaning fire, and Beal coming from Bal, our ancestors' honouring of the spirit of the sun. So Bealtaine really translates as the fire of the sun. And of course, the sun rising to its highest trajectory, bringing summer from the southern hemisphere to us here in Ireland. So we'd like to talk to you a little bit more about the folk tradition, the heritage and the mythology of Bealtaine.
This fire festival is associated with a very special sacred site in Ireland, at the very centre or navel of Ireland, in Westmeath near Mullingar, called the Hill of Uisneach. And this is where all of the fires around Ireland were said to receive the order to extinguish, so that when the massive fire was lit on the Hill of Uisneach, in a wonderful spiral, all the hills around were relit right around the whole island, and everyone went from their village to collect the embers to bring home to their own hearth.
Now, summer, of course, we know as the season of the greatest hours of sunlight, the greatest temperatures and so on. It's also a time where biorhythms and certain cycles of energy, very important for life, rise to their peak. And Bealtaine and this festival really invites us as humans to really take part in those rising energy levels. And among those, of course, are the energies of fertility. And our fertility can be expressed in so many ways. Our creativity, tapping our potential, being proactive in new ways, simply living our lives to access the increasing sunlight between now and summer solstice. So that Bealtaine is an invitation for many things, but really to come alive personally in a way that's in tune, in alignment with the natural energies of light and temperature, but also those very important biorhythms of fertility and so on.
And you could imagine our ancestors preparing to drive the cattle up to the summer pastures, and particularly the young folk, we would know them as the teenagers, late teens, who would have done that job. And the wonderful sense of perhaps flirting, perhaps romances were budding, and they could see this mirrored in the animals, in the plants all around them, where the whole of nature seemed to be coming into that passionate romantic element. And for us, it's important to note that we can do that solo. So we can tap into our own passion creatively, and we can know that from whatever expression that wishes to come to in the world.
So no surprise that at Bealtaine there was much matchmaking, coming into harmony with the natural energies rising now of fertility, but also the joy in greater light and greater temperatures. At Bealtaine, there's always a great fire lit, and that's not unusual with the other rites of passage that begin the seasons. We often see fires at the beginning of spring, the festival of Imbolg, or the beginning of winter, the festival of Samhain. With Bealtaine, we often here in Ireland light two fires, and in our ceremony and our ritual with you, we would like to light two fires. And this is often still seen today all around Ireland, as that farmers will, like our ancestors did, build two fires quite close together, and between those two fires drive their animals through the fires, often now going to higher pastures. And the farmer, him or herself, would go through those two fires, and all the children and all the neighbours and all of the relatives, and indeed any other animals, even the pets, because those two fires were regarded as not just honouring the fire of the rising sun, but they were cleansing and protective fires. And we would like to bring now two fires into our ceremony here with you, and we're going to find a very simple choreography to invite you, if you wish, to step into this ancient tradition of bringing yourself and bringing your life between the two Bealtaine fires and on into your summer.
And you'll have an opportunity to honour the past, the present and the future. And we will invite you to have a key intention for each of the three. The intention is simply a way to focus what you're doing as part of the ritual. So a particular way to think of how to take part in these three elements: the past, the present and the future.
The two Bealtaine fires. Myself and Karen are going to bring these two fires, when they're lit, towards the camera, either side, so that you energetically can pass between the two Bealtaine fires, which is the tradition. And we invite you to have an intention, a healing intention, as is very common with all fire ceremonies, so that on the first of the three times the fires are brought to you, you pass between to allow your past to be blessed and cleansed, so that the two Bealtaine fires with their cleansing and protective energies burn away anything of your past you do not need to take with you into summer. On the second occasion, we bring the fires to you, and for you to pass between them, to allow the fires of Bealtaine to bless and help you acknowledge your present, to be in the now, really occupying your life and your body, your soul at this time. And the third and final time the two fires are brought to you, to allow the Bealtaine fires to bless your future, bringing not just protection, but also illumination, helping you to find your way into the season of summer, the season of greatest and maximum light.
All you need to do is sit exactly where you are, and we will bring the fires towards you. Focus merely on your intention, what you wish to let go, what you wish to honour, what you wish to illuminate. And we'll remind you just before each time the fires pass by you.
And to know this is a nature-based ritual, so it's inclusive of any mystical, spiritual, religious, or healing paths that you are following. And you are welcome to call in any spiritual energies that help you, support you, that nourish you, that come from any tradition or path that you follow. And for the first time, you pass between the Bealtaine fires, to pass between the fires with your past, allowing the fires to combust, to take away and cleanse all of your past that you do not need to take with you. Allowing now the second time of passing between the Bealtaine fires to allow the flame, the light, to help bless and acknowledge your present, allowing you to occupy your life, your present. And allow now the two Bealtaine flames for the third time, as you pass between them, to bless your future, bringing light and illumination, helping you to find your path, your future in the season of summer. Bealtaine, thank you. Thank you for taking part in this beautiful Irish tradition that is Celtic but also pre-Celtic, one that is thousands and thousands of years old.
This has been an honour and a privilege to bring ritual and ceremony into your home, into your garden, and into your life. Bealtaine, 1,000 thanks.
We look forward to bringing you a ritual, an invitation to the next seasonal festival that we call here in our first language An Greenstad Saura, or Greenstad an Taura, which means summer solstice. This will be close to June 21st. Slán.
Agus Bannacht, many blessings.
Goodbye.